Do you ever just feel stuck? Like you're paddling as hard as you can, but you're just not getting anywhere? Well, today we're going to look at this really simple but powerful practice from traditional wisdom that's designed to do the complete opposite. It's all about finding your flow and creating this amazing sense of smoothness and ease in your life. So, let's dive in and see what it's all about.
Right off the bat, you can see what this is all about. The promise here is so clear. It's not just some random exercise. It's about lining yourself up with a current of good fortune, you know? The whole idea is to make your path smoother so things just start to fall into place. I mean, what a beautiful and powerful way to think about your life, right?
Whoa, okay, that's a mouthful, but don't worry, you don't need to memorize that. Instead, what we're going to do is break down what it all means, and more importantly, how you can actually do this simple but really profound exercise piece by piece. So, here's the interesting thing. Before you even move a muscle, this whole practice starts in your head. The very first step is all about creating this powerful mental image that's going to be the foundation for everything else we do. Okay, so just take a second. You can even close your eyes if you want. Just picture yourself floating in a huge, calm body of water. Maybe it's a giant, peaceful pool or the open ocean. Feel it supporting you, holding you. This mental space is absolutely crucial because it sets the whole scene for the physical movements that are coming up next. All right, let's get into the physical part. The whole exercise is really made up of two distinct halves, but when you put them together, they create this single, seamless, flowing motion. And each half has its own name, its own little movement, and its own purpose. So the first movement is Shun Shui Tui Zhou, and I love this. It translates to pushing the boat with the current, which is just the perfect description for the feeling we're trying to create. This is the part of the exercise that really gets that flow started. So here's how you do it. You start by extending your arms forward with your palms out, like you're pushing through that water we just imagined. Now, here's the key part. After you push, you bend your body to the left as you draw your hands back in. And as you do that, you take a deep inhale. Think of it like you're gathering and bringing in all that good energy. Now, for the second half of the sequence. This one is called Liu Liu Da Shun, which basically translates to something like 6-6 great success, or everything going smoothly. The name itself is pointing towards a really positive, good outcome, building on what we just did.
The motion starts exactly the same way. You're pushing that water forward, but this time you bend to the right, and your breath does the opposite. As you move to the right, you exhale completely. This is the release. This is the letting go.
So let's put these side by side so it's super clear. For pushing the boat, you bend left and you inhale. For great success, you bend right and you exhale. See that? It's a simple back and forth that creates this really balanced rhythmic cycle. And get this, the source also says you should actually say the name of each movement out loud as you do it. We'll get to that in a sec.
All right, so we've got the two pieces of the puzzle. Now it's time to put them together into one continuous, almost meditative flow. This is really where the practice comes alive. So here's the full flow. Picture it with me now. You push your arms forward, then you bend to the left, inhaling as you say, Shun Shui Tui Zhou. Then, without stopping, you push forward again, this time bending to the right, exhaling and saying, Liu Liu Da Shun. And that's it. You just continue this cycle, left and right, finding a rhythm that feels really smooth and gentle for you. Okay, so we know how to do it, but let's circle back to the powerful why. What does this simple physical act actually mean? What's the point of symbolically pushing water? This right here, this is the heart of the whole practice. Every single time you push your arms forward, you're physically acting out the process of clearing your own path. You're pushing away roadblocks, smoothing out the bumps, and creating that forward momentum. In a way, it's like a physical prayer for a life with less resistance and a lot more ease. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to just think about. Where in your life could you use a little more of this flow? Is it at work, in your relationships, maybe a personal project? Just think about one area where things feel tough or blocked, and imagine applying this feeling of pushing the boat with the current to that exact situation. Thanks so much for exploring this with me. I hope this practice brings you a real sense of ease, and that your path, just like a boat being guided by the current, is always, always smooth.